All right, welcome back. The first thing we're talking about AI. I'm gonna keep bringing you guys up to speed. What's going on with AI? Zuck goes all in. Zuckerberg goes all in. Meta's $14 billion, $14.3 billion investment in a company called Scale AI is being confirmed today. Uncle Kidola, good to see you, sir. You can talk to me anytime. You can interject if you have anything to contribute. Welcome, sir. But I'm going to bring us up to speed what's going on with this news. So it's been reported on New York Times, everywhere, even Associated Press. Meta invests $14.3 billion in AI firm Scale, and the name of the company is Scale, and it recruits a CEO not for artificial intelligence this time, but for a new phenomenon. Well, it's not exactly new, but you're going to hear more about it. It's called the super intelligence. So Meta is the parent company of Facebook and Instagram, and they are now going past this old AI thing that you're just discovering for the first time. They are talking about super intelligence now. So I'm going to read directly. It says Meta is making a 14.3 billion dollars. Just in case you forgot, they only purchased Instagram for $2 billion, I think. I think they ended up purchasing WhatsApp for $18 billion, right? So if you're not paying attention, why do you think they're spending that kind of money? Or why do you think they are evaluating or putting that much value on this types of company? You might want to pay attention. Anyway, the Meta is making a $14.3 billion investment in artificial intelligence company Scale and recruiting a CEO, Alexander Wang. This young kid is 28 years old, by the way, to join a team developing super intelligence at the tech giant. The deal announced Thursday reflects a push by Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg to revive AI efforts at the parent company of Facebook and Instagram as it faces tough competition from rivals such as Google and OpenAI. OpenAI are the creators of ChatGPT, just in case you're wondering. Meta announced what it called a strategic partnership and investment with Scale late Thursday. Scale said the $14.3 billion investment puts its market value at over $29 billion. Do you guys understand that? So they're investing $14.3 billion, and that instantly means if somebody was going to take that position away from them, they will have to pay $29 billion with a B billion dollars. Scale said it will remain an independent company, but the agreement will substantially expand Scale, and Meta's commercial relationship. Hold on one second, guys. Hold on. All right. We're going to be talking about Porsche. I forgot to say that. We're going to be talking about Porsche. So hang in there, okay? Meta will hold a 49% stake in the startup, which means they maintain control, right? Wang, not necessarily, but on paper, Wang, though leaving for Meta with a small group of other Scale employees, I think they said about 15 people, employees of that company, now worth $29 billion. They will remain on Scale's board of he will remain on Scale's board of directors. Replacing him is a new interim Scale CEO, Jason Drogi, who was previously the company's chief strategy officer and had past executive roles at Uber Eats. These people have history, so they didn't just fall out of the skies. So let's be careful when we're dreaming about this type of dreams. Zuckerberg's increasing focus on the abstract idea of super intelligence, which rival companies call artificial general intelligence. Okay, AGI is the latest pivot for a tech leader who in 2021 went all in on the idea of the metaverse. You remember metaverse, right? So they're going all in again. They're taking it extra top notch, because at that time metaverse, the conversation was only around metaverse. I think at that time they changed their name to Meta too, and Facebook was actually trying to have that conversation at that time, but now it's becoming mainstream. As you can see, I'm talking about it from time to time. Changing the company's name and investing billions into advancing virtual reality and related technology. It won't be the first time since ChatGPT's 2022 debut sparked an AI arms race that a big tech company has gobbled gobbled up talent and product at innovative AI startups without formally acquiring them. Microsoft hired key staff from startup Inflection AI. I think that was just last week, including co-founder and CEO Mustafa Suleiman. Wait, so who is Mustafa Suleiman? Let me find out, because that name is sounding way too close to home. Okay, it's not what I think, because it sounded like a Yoruba person, but no, not necessarily. Mustafa Suleiman is a British artificial intelligence entrepreneur. Okay, is now the CEO of Microsoft AI. So they strategic acquisition of all these other companies so they can take over. Quick tip there. Okay, partnerships, collaborations. That's all I'm going to say. No one human being owns any superpower in this world. Okay, no matter what we're talking about, just think collaboration, strategic collaborations, partnerships. You have to be careful with that too. It's not every partnership that will survive, but you have to be careful with that. But those are some of the things you want to pay attention to as we're moving into the new world. Okay, it's about superpower, not necessarily about one person being a power. Okay, that's actually dangerous, but clearly they're paying attention. And by the way, not all partnerships will become successful. There's no guarantee. I'm just saying, if you're looking around you, you're looking for successful phenomena, you're looking for successful platforms, you're looking for, just look closer. You might just see some form of partnership. You can do all bad all by yourself. You're right. Good luck with that. Anyway, let me finish reading this. I beg, I'm getting distracted. Google pulled in the leaders of AI chatbot company Character AI. Google partnered with Character.ai, while Amazon made a deal with San Francisco-based Adept that sent its CEO and key employees to the e-commerce giant. Amazon also got a license to Adept AI systems and data sets. Now let's talk about Wang. Wang was a 19-year-old student of the Massachusetts MIT. Let's just call it MIT. You guys might be more familiar with the name MIT. In Boston, right? When he and co-founder Lucy Guo started Scale in 2016, they won influential backing that summer from the startup incubator Y Combinator, which was led at the time by Sam Altman, now the CEO of OpenAI. Wang dropped out of MIT, of course, just like ZUCK, following a trajectory similar to that of ZUCK. Of course, I didn't finish reading first. Mumbai. Mark Zuckerberg quit Harvard University to start Facebook more than a decade earlier. Scale's pitch was to supply the human labor needed to improve AI systems. That was the pitch. Supply the human labor needed to improve AI systems, hiring workers to draw boxes around a pedestrian or a dog in a street photo so that self-driving cars could better predict what's in front of them. Wow, self-driving cars. General Motors and Toyota have been among Scale's customers. Did you hear me very clearly? General Motors and Toyota, they are customers. What Scale offered to AI developers was a more tailored version of... I'm going to stop right there. Uncle Kidola, can you hear me, sir? Can you hear me? Talk to me, sir. Uncle Kidola. Uncle Ola Kidola, are you there? Mr. Ola Kidola, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you follow me so far?
Yeah, but Meta investment in something. Yeah.
What are your thoughts so far, based on whatever random thoughts you have?
These people always want one leg at the head of any other things. Just an investment again that you see they can use the AI now to make a debate, right?
Yeah.
People will be debating with each other like normal. What scares me about AI is about you think it's real people, but their machines just debating themselves.
That's an angle. Okay.
Yeah, so that what is scaring me about all these things, and I really don't understand what is the function of AI in Facebook.
So let me explain something to you, right? For everybody, as a matter of fact, AI is artificial intelligence, right? Which means machines can handle tasks such as doing things, reasoning, and things that human beings can do, even including thinking, right? That's AI. Super intelligence, the idea of super intelligence, which is the whole point of this acquisition, is to surpass that. Okay, meaning extreme autonomous behaviors, like even without human input, right? So I can understand why you feel like it's scary. I see Mario says, good luck to the alien. Meta and Apple have fallen behind. Meta can only rely on acquisitions. Have they created a successful product since Facebook? No, and they don't have to, and that's the key thing, right? But the AI, any simple task that you and me partaking on any given day, just look at your job, at your regular job. If it's repetitive in nature, if you kind of already know what you're about to do 80% of the time, most of the time on a daily basis, there's a good chance that your job is going to be displaced, not necessarily replaced, but displaced. That's what AI is doing already. Okay, so it's not a matter of it's going to happen, it's already happening, right? Now, when it comes to Facebook, all the recommendations of anything you see in your feed, remember when it used to be who you follow? You remember that, right? When it used to be only the posters of people you follow. Uncle Kidola, do you remember that? When you used to be on Facebook and you only see the posters of the people you follow. Today, it's not just people you follow. You will just see, sometimes you visit a store on Amazon and then suddenly you see the ad on Facebook, right? Or Instagram. Those are all the recommendations are handled by artificial intelligence, recommending based on your behavior, not just what you follow.
Yeah, it's like if they follow you,
Yeah, they're following you. It's following your behavior, right? But not just your behavior of following a person, but anything you watch. If you stay 1 second and you observe a thumbnail way too long, the next time you come to Facebook, you might see that person's, even though you never follow them, you might see more of that, So that's AI on any social media platform, simply put, right? But we're gonna keep watching. I want to move on to other stories because we have other stories. I see Mario says again, Meta can only rely. Okay, yes, I think relying on acquisitions, maybe think of it more strategically as partnerships, collaborations. I think it's something we can take away from this, but there's a lot of money at stake, so maybe we should pay attention. Hit the like button, share, subscribe. Let's move on to some other stories. Hit like, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications. I will be right back. It's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing me up on the floor.